Hello, beautiful beings. Ancients, please help me not stammer and stutter. Yes, just do it for me. Thank you. So, a couple weeks ago, I got a message from the wife of the man that hired me to do construction cleans. She said, "Hey, let me know when you can get me on your schedule." I got right back to her and I said, "Okay, great." Sorry, all of a sudden, I have throat chakra activity. I said, "Okay, great. I would like to ask you a question first, and that is it okay if I bring my little dog Doozer to work with me? Because right now he gets to come to every clean with me." So I said, "I just have to ask." And she didn't get back to me for till the next day, which feels it feels like an interception from the divine, but it also feels annoying to me. Lack of communication is really annoying to me because it pushes me up into my head. And yes, it increases the thought activity. Wondering, the unknown. So, anyway, it did give me enough time to realize that and to really hear my intuition. I didn't want to take on another residential client because I felt like I would be spreading myself too thin. And if I take on too much, then there's of course I'm going to be letting that person down because I have too much going on. So I decided anyway that I didn't want to work for her. I didn't want to clean her house. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I can't help it. I'm doing the best I can. Please always know that. So I messaged her husband, the man that said that, hired me to do the construction cleans. I messaged him a few days later and I said, "I think that your wife felt like not being able to take my dog to work was a deal breaker because she never got back to me. It wasn't, but since I had time to think about it longer, I realized that taking on another residential client would be spreading myself too thin, but I'm making sure that I still get to do the construction cleans for you." Nothing. I've gotten zero response for 2 weeks. So I prayed about it this morning, make it plainly obvious if it's okay if I call him to get clarity. And yes, absolutely. It's my business. It's literally my business. So I need to know these things. And so I called and he didn't answer. And so I left a message and, I said, "I'm just not really clear on, I said, "Did you get my hey, Justin, just wondering if you got my last message. I'm just not clear on whether I'm still doing construction cleans for you or not." And that's it. I have to let it go. But in the process of calling him, the first couple rings, because he was always really good at, well, not always, that's true, he wasn't. Yeah, that's very true. He wasn't always good about answering his phone or getting right back to me. He's very busy. I think that he has spread himself a bit too thin. He has 6 or 7 houses going right now. So I saw I felt very optimistic. The first couple times the phone was ringing, I was picturing him saying, "Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. Yes, of course, you still get to do construction cleans, or you still will do construction cleans for me." And then as the phone kept ringing, I felt my mood shift to disappointment. My thoughts were shifting to, "No, you don't get to do these construction cleans anymore. You messed up somehow. His wife is deciding whether you get to or not. She's annoyed with you because all this mental chatter, this low vibrational mental chatter." So even, as the phone is ringing, I went through this whole process, turned my attention back to presence, to no thought, and I'm still listening to the phone ringing in neutral now. And he did not answer. And so I said, "Ancients, leave a message for him." And they did. They said something like, "Hey, Justin, did you get my last message? Just wondering if I'm still doing construction cleans for you." Left my phone number, which he already has, and then hung up. And then, just really stayed in presence and decided that I'm going to set the tone for my mood. I think it may be the new moon that's coming up why I feel so stammery and stuttery. And I do feel a little bit mentally charged from this whole situation of not knowing. But I don't need to know right now. I'm going to work. I'm going to clean a house right now. I think there's a little bit of fear coming up because it was so exciting to know that I would have all these construction cleans coming because the money is just so phenomenal. But also, I trust the divine because I've prayed about it because it was really, really hard on my body, the cleaning that I was doing this summer. So I did pray about it and said, make it plainly obvious if I'm supposed to be doing these construction cleans. So that's where I need to leave it. If he doesn't message me back, I have to let it go. And so when I got off the phone and I went through that process of praying and knowing that if it didn't happen, it's for my highest good, I said everything is always working out for me. I started saying that about 20 years ago when I first started learning about affirmations. And I started saying things like that before I believed it at all. Now, when I say everything is always working out for me, I absolutely 100% believe it, even if I still have a little bit of mind activity going, saying that, no, this is not working out. Lately, of course, it's been wanting to talk about where are you going to go. I don't have to worry about that. Moonstar already told me that I can stay here. And I don't know exactly. I think that would be in the basement. I'm not quite sure about. I believe because that's really the only place that I can see that I would stay. So that's been a lot easier to let go of. Where am I going to go? Because I'm already somewhere. I think it's been kind of a habit because it's been so many years that around this time I would be starting to go through the process of trying to find a new place to live because it'll be too cold to live in my camper. So I think that's it for now. SaltsongwithmamaG@gmail.com. If you feel like you are just trapped in your head and you find no way out, then you could ask the ancients a question and we could see what comes through for you. Love you so much.